What's up, everyone? This is Ryan with Danger's Edge. I'm here with Josh, and today we are going over some of our bucket list items for Danger's Edge, what we want out of the brand, our plans for the future, and just to get out there, like, what excites us, what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
So, Josh, you got any comments before we dive into our bucket lists?
Sorry, you cut out there for a minute. But I do know what we're talking about. So,
Yeah.
we're going to be talking about our bucket list things and what we want to do with our brand, with this brand, and where we want to take it. I think the sky's the limit with this, and if we just continue doing it, this can end up being our full-time thing, and it will be. There's no ifs, ands, or buts that we will definitely make this, at least a low part-time gig, and we will be able to continue to do this because we love doing it.
Oh, yeah.
And making this unique content for everybody out there.
So, I'm going to start us off. I'm going to pull my phone up here, and I have a list of 6 things that I would love to do through Danger's Edge. Personal bucket list items. Number 1 is I want to throw knives near active lava. I want to find a volcano that erupts. I'm going to call you and be like, it's time. We get on separate planes. We meet wherever this active volcano is flowing. We set up a log and we throw over a river of lava to stick. And I think that would be one of the coolest shots I could imagine. What do you think of that?
Absolutely.
Yeah? You think it's possible?
I think it's possible, but it's going to be very risky. But obviously, risk pays off, right? I think we'll lose a few knives to the lava, but that's the best that's the only thing we can really, it's going to happen,
Yeah.
To get the shot, it's worth it, right?
It's literally on the edge of danger. It has, you're right there.
Yeah. Exactly, right?
So that one always felt to me as like something that is, I've never been near active lava, so that's one thing I'm really curious about, to really just experience the heat, see the beauty of just this glowing blood of the planet floating near us. I think all of it sounds epic, and getting a great shot like you'll see in the Santa Cruz video right here with lava flowing just sounds like something out of Lord of the Rings,
For real.
So you got one?
Yeah, for me, I want to get actually a shot of me doing a backflip with the throw mid flip. Right?
Yeah.
So I have ones where I have throws where I do the flip and then I throw the knife, or I throw the knife and then I flip right after, whatnot. But I think that having that kind of ninja aspect to it is another addition, right? So if that is possible, I just got to practice, right? So I think I have some spaces near me that I could practice it, but it's just really, it's difficult to, find a space where I'm comfortable with doing that.
One thing I'm thinking about with that too is because of the nature of a backflip, you might have to throw underhand to do it, because you throw it this way, but
right.
moving. I mean, it's not impossible, but yeah, it's a weird one. You gotta pick what kind of throw. Maybe a rotational one, because you're spinning. It'll be hard to no spin when you're upside down. I don't know. That one is definitely a great idea, and I think it's one of those things where you find the right location, and then it's this is it. I don't know why, but this is it.
Yep.
The log is set up right. I got this leafy ground for cushion the impact. I don't know what it would take, but there's a lot of options for that one.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it is possible. I could flip, and that's the biggest part. If I couldn't flip, that'd be a whole nother thing. But I think it is, an achievable goal is the best way to say that. So, what's another one of your bucket list?
So one of mine, we've kind of done this already, but I want to do an axe throw while jumping on the bike. I want to hit a ramp, airtime, backpack hatchet into a log, and land. And it's going to take a lot of practice, because I can't even do no-handers on the bike, or I've never even tried a one-hander. It just kind of seems wild already. But, I think if you find the right jump and there's just a log sitting there, it's very possible to just loftily float, muscle memory that axe full spin, and that would be the sickest clip just to get that going,
So with that though too, it's I'm all for that, and it's it definitely, like you said, it's I don't even know how to do a one-hander. I used to do one-handers, tapping my helmet or tapping my frame or whatnot, but that's a very it's already difficult in itself.
Yeah.
So, definitely a bucket list one, because it's if it arises, it's the time, right?
And it's gotta be like a jump that shoots you more up, and not one that shoots you distance. Because I feel like that one you have to go faster for, and your airtime, you're like traveling farther.
Yeah.
It's just way harder. If you're lofting, the target doesn't move away from you as fast. If it's right between the jumps. It just seems like something that is possible. Haven't found the right spot. Don't know what it would take for me to finally be like, let's do this trip, But it's in the it's on the bucket list, At least trying it. So what else you got?
I do have a want to get to a tropical location, just in general.
Yeah.
I think that we throw a lot in the woods, and we got heavy greenery all around all the time, but I think anywhere tropical would be really fun and be a really cool, different kind of change of space, right? The only thing I'd kind of worry about a tropical scenery is like, I don't know how or where we would find these logs to throw at, right? Like where we usually go and where we're usually at is either heavily logged or like heavily wooded, where people are already chopping these logs, like this clip right here where this log was just chopped because it was leaning into the walkway or whatnot. So, I don't know how, but I think that it'd be really cool to do somewhere tropical.
Yeah, well, there are different, like, I'm sure in certain tropical places they cut down big trees, maybe even like palm tree, coconut trees, stuff like that. And we are no stranger to bringing our own logs. I think that builds a lot of character. You get strong doing that, and you have your targets, I think in a lot of ways too, people might appreciate us bringing our own logs and throwing at that, opposed to these dead ones like you see in this video. But I made a video earlier about how this is like such a minor amount of damage that it's really not something to be worried about. But yeah, I think that's a cool one. Anywhere tropical would be great, because usually we're looking for these forests of redwood or pine, because those are our favorite kind of logs to throw at. Another one I have for my list is I have never done a double backflip off anything or on anything. Trampoline, diving, sand, I don't know. So it's always been on my bucket list to somewhere, somehow do a double backflip. And I think my best bet is a cliff jump. Like we went to one near your house and I did a backflip into the water, and I was surprised how much time I had to spin around. And I realized, like, even off that one, just tucking and trying a double backflip, the worst case scenario is I fall on like my chest or something, and get like a slap. I'm just throwing another video up here. Let's see, what do we got? So what do you think about double backflip? Have you done one?
I've actually never done a double backflip. I do have a front 1.5 cliff diving unlocked from my diving days, and I can still do it if I have anything more than like 20 feet. I can pretty much guarantee I can do it. But double flips, like a gainer, like I would really want to do a double gainer, because when I do gainers, I don't even tuck. When I do a gainer, I just do a straight back look. And I never tuck. And I know if I tuck, I could snap that thing closed and get that double rotation. But no, I've never tried it, and I definitely, adding that to my bucket list, I'd love to do that too.
Yeah, I think
I wouldn't do a double backflip for whatever reason. Backflips, I don't like them, but gainers, I'm all comfortable with, even though they're completely opposite, and you run, you're doing completely, different motion or whatnot.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think double gainer, double backflip would be phenomenal. To get that on video would be amazing.
I think we can, next time we meet up and we do some cliff jumping, we'll have to make that the goal of the video, is let's just try to get someone to do a double backflip. I think it's possible. I think it just is a matter of trying the same jump for a couple times, doing regular backflips, and then just holding that tuck. And once you accept that you could slap your back, I mean, there's really nothing else to it. I think that's the biggest challenge of it.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any more bucket list items?
I don't got anything else really. Yeah, no.
All right.
I should have thought more about it, but I have a few. That's it.
I got 3 more for us to run through, and I think they're probably on yours too. Mm-hmm. My next one is I want to make a knife. I want to make a signature Danger's Edge throwing knife. What do you think about that?
What was that?
I want to make a Danger's Edge throwing knife.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, definitely. As far as like Danger's Edge bucket list stuff, I definitely have some of those as well. Like if we get, I think that if we had a, a brand deal that yeah, we are, their knife that's thrown, like they're shipping out knives that have Danger's Edge logo on it, or something to do with Danger's Edge would be crazy awesome. Like that would be so cool to have that partnership with somebody. So if you're watching this, hit us up. And let's get this partnership going to get a Danger's Edge knife out there.
Yeah, I mean you'll see your knife in our video all the time. That's ad space. So if we could get a collab going, that would be super cool. Design a knife, and I think that it would be something that we have a great taste in knives at this point. Like we both have our preferences, but they are very aligned in what we think makes a really good throwing knife. So there's a lot of opportunity for us to contribute to some brand like we have before. Brands have reached out asking us like what we look for in a knife, what we like, and we always give them a lot of our recommendations, because we throw a lot, and we throw in wilderness, we throw different throws, we throw different amounts of knives at once, so we're all over the place with it, and it's super fun, and we're hoping to be able to sustain ourselves off our ability and our moxie to go out there and show the world knife throwing. All right, moving on. We have two more. This next one is I want to make a Danger's
another one that
Edge.
I would really, would love to do, and a big bucket list one for me would be having a trip completely paid for, right? So that would be super duper epic. But if we had a trip, completely paid for by a brand that's like, hey, film this type of content for us, and we get to be able to do that, that'd be epic.
Yeah, definitely.
So that'd be another one of mine,
I think that's one of those things where it's kind of like the we made it moment, where we were essentially, hopefully making money off a brand deal, affiliate marketing, selling our own merch, ads on YouTube, and just view counts. And once we get to that point where each trip is actually even breaking even, so we can go on these trips and not have to worry about losing that week of pay or spending the hundreds of dollars we do to get out there and camp and rent and eat. If we could have all that covered, it would be a phenomenal thing that we could almost do a trip every quarter of the year, if not more, and just keep the good times going, keep the content flowing, and I think that's a great one.
Yeah, I'm really happy that we've already pretty much, what do? We got 2 trips in last year, right?
Oh man, I don't know. We've done like 5 in total. Sequoia.
Yeah, we've been 5.
Washington, Yosemite, Big Bear, Angeles National Forest. And then Santa Cruz.
So 5 already.
Santa Cruz isn't a trip, but we've grown up there, so we've done a lot in Santa Cruz. More like this whole video is Santa Cruz, and this was like 2 years of going out and filming when we could. We got some great stuff.
What's crazy about this log and this video, if I might share, is we went back to this location to see this log in particular, and the tree that's standing right next to it, a big branch fell off, and that tree in particular was like totally dead, like dying, just decrepit, and a tree branch fell through that tree, so that tree is now no longer there.
This got destroyed?
Completely busted, gone.
Wow. Alright, I got 2 more for you, okay? Ready? This one is I want to make a Danger's Edge movie, and we've talked about this before. The running title is Danger's Edge and the Blade of Days, and that's all we're going to give you right now on that. But that's all about funds, really. We need to write the script, we need to get some actors, and we need to make this movie about stunt work, wilderness, outdoors, knife throwing, and adventure. So that's on my list.
I'm excited for that movie.
Yeah, I think that it would be super epic to have that go on. But yeah, that one's just like, it takes so much time to make a movie, especially like a proper one.
Also, I think it would be super cool. Here's one for that I got, is being a guest speaker at some event. Whether it be like an outdoor event or knife throwing event, whatever event it may be. But I think just being a guest speaker, basically being like a kind of a guest of honor anywhere would be super cool to happen. We actually technically, I don't think I'll be a guest speaker, but I'm definitely going to be doing like an outdoor contest coming 2024. So next year I'll be doing like an outdoor survival contest, which is going to be really cool for me. I'm excited because I've not really dabbled in outdoor survival stuff, but definitely will be competing in it. So I got to get better at it. So it's gonna be cool.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to see how you do in that, and I think events too. Unfortunately, our world of knife throwing and mountain biking is not very events oriented. It's really go out in the woods and be alone and do stuff. So events are sick, and it's something that is really good for getting a brand out there, getting people familiar with us as people. But unfortunately, it's just like it's few and far between, I think is the phrase.
Yeah.
So I think you're gonna do that one that's coming up that Throw Club has invited you to, and that would be really cool to see some Dangerous Edge representation.
Yeah, I'm excited for that because it's gonna definitely get us time to throw the brand out there. I'm gonna cut up all my stickers and basically just throw them at everybody.
All right, so my last one here of bucket list items for Dangerous Edge is I want to help the planet. I want to make sure that we are doing things that, inspire people to think about the planet, think about who's suffering on the planet, and play a role in fighting that as opposed to contributing it, Knife throwing and mountain biking are
Absolutely.
hobbies that I've found because they kind of fit certain requirements of not having any kind of damaging to other people. They're very eco-friendly, like maybe not the bike parts as much, but knife throwing is just like a hunk of steel, and it's powered by you throwing it, so it's a very, very cost efficient, very green kind of hobby. I do want to incorporate more of picking up trash. Unfortunately, on these trips we see a lot of people leave trash behind, and that's something we've talked about before, is putting a focus on literally bringing our own trash bags and collecting people's trash and trying to be more green about our brand and just set a better influence. What do you think about that, Josh?
I think it's good. I'm happy that we, when we do go out, like I kind of overheard you saying parts of it, but we definitely leave the place cleaner than we found it almost every time. I don't think we've ever left, garbage or anything like that in our campsites and things. And we always, we pack in and we pack out everything that we bring. We live by that and we die by it pretty much. And we actually end up taking out garbage that we find whenever we are out there. We don't post it because I'm actually a firm believer in just live the life. You don't have to tell people, hey, we're cleaning up this area. It's like we're doing it. So it's for us more or less, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have to do it, and we don't have to worry about other people saying, oh, we're doing it for the clout, because we care.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's funny, I said about the opposite. I'm like, we should make more videos about making that, because I think it sets a good influence. And that idea of people being like, you're doing it for the clout, I'm like, this is the best thing you could do for clout. People do, I don't know, we throw knives for clout. That, in a perspective in the perspective of morality, it's better to get clout by recycling than it would be to bike or knife throw. I think there's just people who will always comment things that try and make you look bad in a certain light. All right, well, I'm gonna wrap it up. So anyways, that was our list of our Dangerous Edge bucket list items. I mean, there's always more to come, but that's kind of the idea, the direction we're going. We're trying to do these stunts that we dream of doing that most of them haven't ever been done. And with that, we're gonna wrap this video up. I'm just gonna remind everyone that we are trying to get to 1,000 subs. We're at 744 right now. Our goal is before New Year's that we hit that 1,000. We drop a crazy knife video, something no one's ever done with knife throwing. And hopefully from there, we keep growing and pump out more videos. This has been Ryan and Josh with Dangerous Edge, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.